How's it going, everyone? GSmith624 here, coming at you with this wonderful game called The Forgotten City. Now, before I get into what the game is about, I do want to say huge shout out to the developers for reaching out to me and actually giving me a copy of the game for free. So I really appreciate it, and let's get into the game. The game itself is actually based off an old Skyrim mod. So, as you can see, I'm only allowed to go to the white hallway for now. So if you want the full experience for yourself, you will have to play the game for yourself. But that being said, let's look into the Forgotten City. This game was developed by only 3 people over 4 years. It originally started as a mod adventure with multiple endings. The fate of the city is in your hands. Present day. It's really looking nice. Can't even lie. Excuse me? Hello?
Hey! You're alive! When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID. A phone, maybe? I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Male. I believe that's the male. I think that's the female. I'm a white boy. Fuck it. We'll go ahead and just use my real name.
It's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river?
I got no idea,
What's the
Waverly.
last thing you remember?
There's different. Okay, so years of studying history give you occasional insights into the ancient world. You have a military issue firearm, but only 10 bullets. You have to use them judiciously, since there's no way to get more. I was on the run from the law. Time on the run from authorities made you quick on your feet, and you're 25% faster while sprinting. Use the head trauma to increase your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. Searching for ancient ruins.
You're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me.
I don't even know who you
He went in there
are.
a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out.
I've
been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him.
I mean, you just told me to go in
If you
there.
can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
You mind if I ask some questions first?
Of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. What do you want to know?
Your name. Not an option. Alright. Who is Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other.
This is getting weirder and weirder by the second.
Maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Are you sure about that?
Oh,
What's your story?
There's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean? Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
That's suspicious.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
That's what you were trying to hide? Thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
No?
Great.
That's pretty much all I had.
So you're ready to go look for Al?
Alright.
Thank you.
I'll do it.
The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh,
I'm gonna take my
and
time.
He left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
What is it? A flashlight? Oh, please tell me I can turn that up. Oh, God, that's just atrocious. Controls, please. Turn it up. Turn it way up. I didn't apply the settings. Shit. There we go. That's still not great, but we'll take it. Raise flashlight, lower flashlight. Why didn't he bring the flashlight with him? That seems more suspicious than anything else you've told me. A rusted metal torch, which may have been lit by Al. I'm going the right way. Are you? Are we? Hold shift to sprint. I already figured that out. This isn't a horror game, right? The fact that I had an option to get a gun kind of concerns me. That's odd. Worn hyping clothes, empty food packets, nothing. Yeah, no, it seems pretty weird to be just left there. I'm sure he's fine.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground.
Oh, shit!
Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered
I don't
in
think he
gold,
lit these.
but in vain. For this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time?
Ooh, whispered
People
that.
have survived down there, against the odds. It seems there's only one way to find out.
Who the fuck?
If
Oh!
I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side.
Oh!
Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
You all looking at me? Something tells me the greedy... They're looking at me? The many shall suffer for the sins of one. Something tells me one person tried to steal, and everyone... Why is that shadow moving? Because my hands move. I hate that. Roman gladiator made stride. What could have made the gladiator flee? Who knows? Hate this. Oh, I hate this. Hop-a-dop-a-boo, this is fine. All these people, these are not statues. Why would you tell me how to quick save? I don't like that. Oh man, I hate this. Oh fuck, I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Why do I keep putting my flashlight? Al? Oh, that's Al. Golden statue of old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Al. But how is that possible?
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, you'll suffer the same fate I did.
What the fuck does that
I
mean?
spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options: death and that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right, and I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
I'm not gonna do that. I want to get out of here. I don't want to be stuck as a gold statue. You are staring at... Who the fuck said that? I'ma get us out of here both, Al. I promise. I promise. Into the portal! Woo! Zippity zop! Oh my god, it feels like... Step through the portal to the past. Okay, quick save, quick load. Cool. Hold shift to sprint. I don't think I will. Don't think I will. Tab to check your inventory and quest journal at any time. Press P to enter photo mode. There's a photo mode? Why is there a photo mode? Wait a sec. Oh, okay. Still got my flashlight. We'll save here, just to be on the safe side. Main goal completed. Forget me not. Howdy.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
Try to vote?
You know, agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you? And you've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more time. Who are you, and what were you doing in that shrine?
Come from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head?
Nailed it on the head, buddy.
That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Thanks, I guess.
Listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So, let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws?
Not laws. Law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's... well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Hey, sure, lead the way.
When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here.
Oh.
But, as you can see,
Well, that's much
we've got a
easier.
nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't
Howdy.
you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer.
What does that
Anyone
mean?
who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say.
You two have a history.
Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh.
Hello, crazy lady.
Gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... well, you know, I don't know what happened to her.
That's
Up here
concerning.
on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum.
I'm not gonna
where you
do
can
that.
Visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have
Apollo?
almost nothing. Just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to
Oh, I
make
hate
and
that.
scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live. So don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
You didn't say anything.
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy.
Hello.
Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
What's this
I
about?
expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
All right.
Follow me.
Lead the way.
The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9.
Oh,
Hello
another
there.
one fresh out of the
Anything
baths,
wrong?
I take it.
One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
That sounds awful. Caesar? No, you just kind of look like Julius. Never mind.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Zach.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But
Magistrates.
I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning.
Indeed.
We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
Many thousands of years ago. I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of just want to get out of here.
In good time. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months.
No way, it's only been 7 months.
22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Can't say I have.
Nor could I, until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying.
Please tell me, because something's not adding up here.
If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Oh!
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Do you have any suspects?
You stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore. What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
That's not true at all. How do I know you're not responsible?
What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Fair point.
I'm glad you think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
Tell me what you really think.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
How does the ritual
All
work?
I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
I did see human remains.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
What do you mean when
You see,
Proserpina
in
sent
my
me?
search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
It's 2,000 years.
years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see?
The city of
What
ruin.
had become of us? Of this city? I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
What counts as a sin here?
Question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Rome didn't exactly prosper. I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world.
Really?
Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same?
I know you're lying to
When they
me.
are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Yes.
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
You watch blood sports.
But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway.
It's not the point.
I do
It's
not see
inhumane.
harm. Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities.
Wild.
And the right to
Wild.
be protected by their fathers. and
Wild. Don't you persecute
You mean
Christians?
the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year. It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that. Are you talking about our practice of decimation?
Yes.
Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion. Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject.
You asked for my opinion.
Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
I'm gonna keep a close eye on you.
If I understand Prosperna's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself.
You want me to get back?
Let me see if I can explain.
Please, go
If
ahead.
I manage to prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal.
So it's a
and
time
you will never
paradox.
have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
It's a little far-fetched. Sure, why not? That's all the questions I had.
So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
Create a time paradox. I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it will win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
I'll get started.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Tip. I'll see what I can do.
If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
You told me I could look around everyone's house.
Whatever are you wearing?
Pants.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Barbarian's a little bit of a rude way. What do you think about the golden
some
rule?
people say it's the creation of an all-seeing god who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent god would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Fair
Did you hear
question.
that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job.
I mean, it would make sense.
Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
We'll find out sooner or later.
Suppose we will.
What's your story?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
Not from around here.
I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs.
God, you're a cunt.
Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
Are we going now?
I trust you can see your...
You're a bitch. God, I hope you're the one that breaks the rules so we can properly punish you. Is this golden statue? I am suspicious of that statue. To believe everyone is entitled to their secrets. Father...
My room, leave before I call Horatius.
Leaving. A shovel. Smells like ash. Okay. Would make sense. There's out unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably regard that as the servant's problems. Makes sense. Carrots purple, as they were before modern orange-eyed carrots were cultivated. David Fletcher.
There's a horrid barbarian sneaking around in our villa.
I'm leaving. I am
Citizen.
leaving.
Here is proof of a degenerate
Hey,
mind.
Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I was stoic, remember?
If the old man
Sentious
couldn't
and
even
malicious.
keep his own
Same
daughter safe,
extract,
how
different
can
smell.
anyone
Yeah,
trust him
fair.
to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Centilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
As if I'll be afraid of you, little man.
Who are you?
What were you two talking about?
Sorry, what?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
He wasn't trying to buy my vote.
What? You're throwing your lot in with him for free, then?
No.
That's even worse.
Not what I said.
Mark my words. Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
I don't care about the election.
Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
God, you're a piece of shit.
Can't hurt.
What do you think about the Golden
I think
Rule?
it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
How's he going
He's
to do
gonna
that?
announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Why can't you tell me
Because if
now?
I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans.
Guess I'll have to talk to him
We
myself.
can't have that.
Sounds great.
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way. We won't have a problem.
No, I don't think I will. What's your story?
Domitius, you want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Well, I want to get to Malleolus.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Afford
I'm
what?
glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
What do you want? Isn't soliciting bribes a sin?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me.
I don't think you're it.
Dunno. Something good.
See what I can
Just
do.
make it good. Yeah? What have you got for me?
I'll see what I can do. We're going now. around your place. Small household shrine where ancient Romans offered daily prayers for protection. Not stealing the money. It's a great question. I'm dead. Continue from last save. Just, you are dead. Where was my last save? I hope it auto-saved, because I didn't save until... Oh, thank God, it was just right after our talk. Golden Rule, point of origin. If you're dead, you can't make the rule. Flashlight, scribe tome tablet.
Whatever are you wearing?
Okay.
Ave.
Ink jar. Chromatic ink jar. I think it's supposed to be made from soot and water. Makes sense. Raspberry has been polished into a rudimentary mirror. Just for applying makeup. Perfume made of flowers and oils. Makeup. Probably with mercury in it if I had to guess.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
No, I'm gonna reload. Breaking the golden rule isn't the end. That is good to know. But stealing is part of the golden rule. And what happens when you break the golden rule is all the statues come alive. Quickly to read this. Today, my father suggested I read diaries where I keep myself occupied while we deal with sudden disturbing pictures. As dutiful daughter, I will cover shall oblige the following page to command my secret. All entitled to our secrets. Alright, cool. Don't mind me. Was just reading. Nothing more, nothing less.
Ave.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Hello. Who are you?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
What's your status on the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Can I nominate another candidate?
Assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
What's your role in the election?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Are you allowed to
All of
vote?
the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course.
Can I vote then?
You're not a citizen yet, so no, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Such
By
as?
using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
Let's talk about something else. What do you think about the golden rule?
I'm sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our myth. We ask for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is...
The short version?
I suppose so. Jupiter and Mercury put a town to the test by disguising themselves as vagrants and asking for shelter there. Everyone turned them away and failed that test, except for an old couple named Baucis and Philemon, and so the gods gave them time to escape and granted them a wish, and then wiped that town off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those left.
I agree.
I'm pleased to hear it.
I'll be going
See you
now.
again soon.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
I can. Let me go ahead and save here. I want to be careful. Fuck. Continue from last save. Damn. Alright. There must be something. Something about this seems off. Am I dead? Yep. Damn it. Alright. We'll try getting a little lower. Because there's something suspicious about all of this. Alright. I'm not gonna go that way for now. I will explore that later, though. Because something does not feel right about that. Why would they show me that unless there's something that can be done with that? Or the canyon in general. Anonymous friend to Octavia, may the Lord bless and keep you. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but I am right. Then you're a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but I know that you're not alone. If you feel like you need somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you deep behind the caves, behind the theater. Turn right at the first fork and again at the second. Interesting. More ventilation again. Mushrooms, vegetables. Nothing out of place here. Cozy bed. Sculpture Minerva, the Roman goddess of strategy. Okay. Fire does hurt. Alright, good to know. Let's speak, strange man.
What we... what's he... What else would... Mom, are you...
I don't care about the election. Fine if I ask some questions. What do you think about... How's it going, Dad? You can't tell me now? Sounds great.
Malio... When Malleolus wins the election... Her name... I'm glad left... Bro... Her name's... Why? You want to see me fight?
Fatus Cunnis.
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even...
I'll be going now. Hypothetically speaking, I'm going to save here. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to fight me? Door's locked. Never mind. Have a nice day. What about this door down here?
Hey! You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Yes, why?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal. Ugh. Why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
What did you
What
do?
the same person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
Still going down there.
Weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
We'll save. We'll take a peek. Well, so there are. That's a terrifying creature. Made me jump, won't lie. So we won't go in there. Nope, going back up. Ah, this room is a loading area. I understand now. So technology is not breaking the rule. That's actually interesting to know.
Oh,
Fear
there.
is proof of a
Keeping an eye on
degenerate
things,
mind.
Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Santilla, Novia, or Kavash?
No sign of any of them.
Nope, not planning on stealing it. Lots of individuals. The hell are you doing?
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
I don't have a
None
weapon.
of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
How? I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I have to hide.
Maybe we shouldn't meet in there?
We don't have to. Ugh.
This seems like a bad idea.
The shrine is collapsing.
Well, she's dead. Shrine may collapse at any moment.
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her! Oh Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl!
Okay. How? How can I help you? Time to be pulled apart and the wedges appears to be freely available to anyone who wants it. It's not a crime to steal it from her body, so I'll take it. We'll save again. And if I'm about to get attacked, I'm about to get attacked. Howdy.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know,
I'm
Quintius.
not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
Yeah, I swear I wasn't lying.
Off to a good start. When I ask you a question, I expect an answer. Is that understood?
All right.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
Why don't you put the bow
how
down?
very welcoming of you. You want me to let my guard down, is that it? I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be...
What do you mean by
Don't play
culty
coy
cult?
with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quinctius did, those days are numbered. You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
Dude, I've been here. I'm still looking for a way out.
Admit you're not allowed to leave.
It's not that we can't leave. It's not that we're not allowed to leave. We physically.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
It's a warning.
A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
They were once people.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me.
Nope, you're misunderstanding.
Yes, because I'm the real villain here. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, what baffles me is how a person can believe in us. However, you still have a chance to redeem. Very well, here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive... The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting...
Perhaps the Emperor...
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not? Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words?
Do you?
As a matter of fact, I do. Once I'm done with you and Quinctius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, shit. Can you move now? Nope, you still cannot move.
Everybody run!
Okay. Oh my god. Woo! Bob and fucking weave, boys! Woo! Time warp again. Now, if I steal something...
Oh, I guess.
No problem, I have to go.
Since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device. Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the hat. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is... But don't worry.
Thanks.
All right.
I'll be seeing ya.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind. What is it? All right.
We're finally alone. We have? Wait, if I understand... I must have entrusted you. Is that about right? Look, it's... Now, Ask... Good. Of course. Why? It looks like you'll have to continue your... Thank you. If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
Can.
On your best behavior, I trust.
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's
Oh, I didn't even see you. Hello.
Name's Rufius. I'll tell you this much. Then you know what? I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. While we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here.
Yeah?
Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling?
I think you're right.
Of course I am.
What's your story?
Don't talk long. Families from Seleucia on Tigris. Babylon province.
How did you end up here?
Same way as everyone. Because we're all in... Magistrate.
I'll be going now. Something I need to test then is if stealing... What the fuck? I'm locking myself in, don't try to follow me. Arrows. See, the statues are adamant that I find a weapon. So something must be going on. through their eyes. That's interesting to note, actually. Through all eyes? So if there's no statues to be had, you can get away with the crime. How will we pass the test if we don't know the rules? Door's locked. Howdy.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? Ah,
I'm all right.
Stoic, perhaps. We all need something to... We've all been where you are now. I used to lay awake at night, contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid.
So you're a Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year. And our
Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
I'll be going now.
Right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall. What? Why?
Oops, I
Why
accidentally
would
skipped
you
his
want
line.
that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the...
I'm sorry, but I just...
Please, help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to do...
I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
Can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
Couldn't care less about that.
You're not going to trick me. I'm no...
I just think there are reasons to stay alive.
I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What
Why is that
I
like that?
have to live for?
Maybe we can
You're
be
just
friends?
saying that to buy time. You must think I'm out.
Well, he killed
Wherever
himself.
you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Orpheus, no!
What happens
I'll have
now?
to let everyone know what's happened. And I guess Malleolus, and I'd best...
Jump?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Thank you. I'm delighted and...
Pardon me.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
Yeah.
That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
What's your story?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing.
What will you do if you
I'm
win?
glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
How will you do that?
There's no such thing as the... Wait, don't...
Golden Rule's definitely real.
Nonsense. There's no way you can prove that. If it was... Surely, you're not one of those people who believe... What? Oh, I see. I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city. True, but that is simply because you are mistaken. You mean...
I'll be going
trust
now.
Through the door, this...
A Greek lion statue. Greek and not Roman. Interesting. Julia to her captains, Malleus and Claudia, curse you to the depths. They bring this all to be dead, because death's approval to another day, and the debt bondage to you. Okay. Hopeless to his lost self, may God watch over you. Please know that I hold as long as I could, but without you, my life is meaningless. Now, that is interesting, actually. Is suicide is not a crime.
Thank you. Thank you. I am.
You said there was a key by the door. Take item.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? If I cop an earful from Malleolus, I'll be coming.
Citizen. Ah, you've returned. Ask the... Good.
Wait, who was I supposed to tell about them committing suicide? Oh, since I went back in time?
Are they?
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land. And I have traveled, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite... Then you are an explorer, like me. We will have much time.
What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to...
What do you tailor?
To say...
More or
I'll
less.
tell you, it is I say the...
Fair enough. How did you end up
A
here?
good question. I remember I had just been to Rome to say I rented a prestigious villa and we began making our way. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. This time, I remember people screaming. When I regained my faculties, I was lying. Indeed. I'm lucky I was... In any case, it seems that I went to find firewood for his camp. Anything...
Who are you going to vote for?
This is quite the dilemma. But after some I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Anything I can do to change that?
Camp. I hope that our...
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to our little community.
Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions. My vote isn't for sale. Nice to talk.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff. Salve straight. Malleolus. I mean, Sentius could... Very well.
Help! A man... You have to do... Thank you. I have to hide. Find me in this... What? Why? all right, fine.
Well, that's why we saved right before we entered. Wait. So I don't get to carry information through the portals? That's actually stupid. Interesting. Someone's been here recently. There's no statues here. No golden statues here. Someone's planning something. Who would go out of their way to make this? Oh my god. Hello.
You carry the gift of Prometheus in your hand. Remarkable. Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Zach.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I found this
Then
place by
perhaps
accident.
the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the golden rule?
Not yet.
You have much to learn.
I really like you to tell
should
me.
Speak with your contemporaries in the city above. Ask them about it. Is best if you come to this
You'll never believe me if I told you? Interesting. My question is, how have you been surviving down here for so long by yourself? Permanently Greek statue of Lear has been here for a long time. Not gonna go in there. The priestess.
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Welcome back. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just... Hey, nothing gets... Sorry, that was mean. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomar, I saw enough friends killed, so I hid who I was for. But that kind of fear, needless to say, since I'm now my openness didn't... Nice of you to say. In any case, the Romans are far more, or at least I thought that... it's not. The strange thing is, I've never really been interested in any of them. If I had to guess... Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god. And if there are any of them here, they won't. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating... What? I'm glad you are someone who lives, but if you find them, please don't hurt. Come back.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth. Ah. I don't, I'm afraid. But I... Very well.
Okay.
Shh, I'm hiding.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Are they? Ah, you've returned. Thank you.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Interesting.
Just as the ocean but it does not. The bloodless shadows want some the house of the ruler of the depths. The bloodless... The new...
Small wooden of an arena, possibly Verona arena, was completed the first century and is still in use today.
You, Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you? Ah, you're here. And, I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued.
Oh?
There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before. A certain learning and sophistication.
I am an archaeologist. And you're as charming as you are beautiful.
Coming on a bit... I take back what I said. Let's just forget that ever happened. So...
I'll be going now. I'm gonna load back.
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them. Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
If only they could support my weight. Interesting. Goddess, the cycle of life renewal. Her story is a grim one. She said she was buffeted by Pluto and forced to marriage against her will. Well, that's not the right way if there's a fucking invisible wall blocking me from going that way. Cool, can't go that way. I love invisible walls. Where's the water coming from? A great question.
Ixion.
Well, isn't that an impressive trinket? Oh, you're here. I'm so... And,
okay.
There's a light. What was that? I take back... Let's just forget that ever happened.
What's your story?
Let it... You know, normally, I'd expect... Straight to business. As a matter of... I'm happy to tell you all about it, but... So... How... I think of it this way. I have something of value. Simple. It's a one-way trip. And Well, I can't tell you too much. If I took your money without giving you what I promised, I'd be... What's the... Well, perhaps you could take out a loan. Certainly. Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair. Now, she just stands... I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small... There used to be a midwife here. Fortunately for us. Centilla, the magistrate's young... How can we trust him to... I heard Dacius has been offering a lot of money for a bow. Of course, whatever you... All right.
Interesting.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff.
Oh, that's a penis. I'm gonna have to censor that.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see? She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that... It's too late. She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. And I knew Dacius had some at his markets. That'll be 1,000. Then that torch. Anywhere else, I'd just pay. So all I could do, and now I'll never know who poisoned her. Or how they managed to do. Well, unless get me that silphium resin, I'm going to have another patient in here. I don't care how you get it, but I swear to the gods below, not even the golden...
That's dangerous
then you better
talk.
Get me that silphium quick.
Welcome to my humble store. This part of my shop is...
Ah, terrible shame what happened to Yulia. But we just... Certainly.
You look well, my sartorial friend.
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Hear what? She claimed the statue was a whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut us... But I digress. That's hardly my concern. But if you... Well, if you did that... Do you think I don't... That's... Well... Don't you... Ah. Very well.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Let's do it. This will tell us if items carry through or not. This is important to know. They do.
Oh, can't have you, but you live. All right.
So the loop will be a powerful tool then.
Greetings and salutations.
What are you doing? She needs... What? Quick, Yulia. Yulia. Hopefully in a moment. That was extraordinary. How did you know she need... A what? I'm sorry. That was like the gods hit. You just saved a person's life. And you should be proud of you. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned. In the meantime,
Hearing statue.
Oh no. Sorry. There was one other part, but that was Navy.
You're gonna say anything?
Sure. Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her. Glad. I'm tired and out of... My husband and I moved to... I would have... So as I could the next...
Sorry to hear that.
And
okay. Let's talk about something else.
That's a shame.
Here's my question then. Do the chests refill? They do. Oh shit.
Salve, friend. Salve, friend. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months.
Yeah, okay. And
if you ever...
shut up.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Ulpia.
That's...
What?
Why do you... I'm sorry.
Please, help. Thank...
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone. Well, if you say so. You don't understand. It's too late for that. If I backed out now, I'd be...
I already saved her life.
Oh, really? But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. No, I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Well, that's fine.
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the God. That was not your fault. I'll have to, and I...
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Deeply honored. Thank you. And now...
Okay. I have an idea.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Nope. I'm about to break a bunch of rules.
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths, I take it.
On your best behavior, I trust?
There's good money over here. It was 140, correct? Yeah, 190, better.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Nope, I'm dead. Damn. Okay. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. I've been your host, GSmith624, and if you want to check out the game for yourself, go ahead and buy it. Go check it out on Steam. Link will be in the description to it on Steam. Thank you again to the devs for letting me play this, and who knows, maybe in the future they'll let me fully play the game. But until then, this has been GSmith624, and I'll see y'all next time. Farewell!